Ladies and gentlemen, I now have the great pleasure of introducing to you our incoming President of Rotary International, Mr. Shekhar Mehta. Shekharji, I presume you can hear me. Hello.
Yes, I can. I can.
Wonderful, Ji, wonderful. So we are all waiting with bated breath for you to sort of speak to us, sir, and tell us a little bit about Rotary. Tell us a little bit about your views, your thoughts, your experience, whatever you'd like to say. And I just want to mention again that it's a great privilege for us to have had you here.
Thank you, Deepak. And thank you, Sohinder, for inviting me to this event. I'm sorry I have come at this juncture when probably the debate is over, is it?
Yes, yes.
And who's the winner?
The winner is Dubai College. You would be quite interested in knowing that the semi-final lineup actually represented a cross-section of India. We had United World College from Pune, we had Dubai College, we had Shishya from Chennai, and we had Step by Step from Delhi. So it was truly a regional quasi-international debate. And we started off with 40 schools.
Wonderful. My compliments to you for organizing this. And I believe this has been going on for quite a few years. And as I just heard Vivek speak, the virtual world is actually throwing us such great opportunities. Some time back, I remember I went to a Delhi Rotary Club's meeting, and they had organized a sit and draw competition, which they keep doing for the last 30 years. And they said they get about 6,000 participants trying to create awareness about various social issues. And that was, and they would get all these children from Delhi. But this year, willy-nilly, they had to do it online. And they were themselves amazed at the results. Instead of 6,000 from Delhi, they got more than 12,500 from 22 countries in 5 minutes. So that's what I call finding opportunities in challenges. We are going through most challenging times of our lives, and yet people do find opportunities in them. And I'm happy that Rotary Club of Delhi Garden City has done the same. Sohinder, I'm sorry that zara sa time nahi fit ho raha tha. There was very recently a bereavement in the family, and there was this prayer meeting today. It wasn't possible. And but for Madhu, my sister, and Chirag, my brother-in-law, probably I would not have been able to even accept this invitation. But Madhu is my boss. Choti hai mere se 10 saal choti hai, par chote jo hote hain wahi boss hote hain. So I had no option but to accept. Next time, I promise you, I'll be in time for a meeting and would love to listen to these young people. You know, it's wonderful to listen to their views. I was just listening, thodi der pehle there was a WhatsApp which had come, and Narayan Murthy was asked, it's an old WhatsApp, I was hearing it again, message, and Narayan Murthy was asked, what is one of the most important qualities that a leader has? Sorry. So Narayan Murthy said, the ability to be able to listen to other people's views and be able to get feedback. And he said, those who in history have not got taken or were ready to take feedback are probably who have seen a fall much earlier than it was expected to. And these young people, they give you excellent feedback. And I saw the various motions that Deepak, you sent me. Very nice, wonderful, thought-provoking, very current, absolutely. I would have loved, if you have the recording, do share with me. Not that I find too much time, but I would love to listen to young people. I have heard these people, young people at various fora, and I tell you, they are some of the most inspiring people you can listen to. In our own district, there is a Rotary Club of South Calcutta. For years, they used to have they had an elocution contest where they would give the theme of that year's Rotary theme. So this year, the theme, for example, is Rotary opens opportunities, and they would give the theme to the children, and we had to listen to them spellbound. There was one thought process that the president of Rotary International had, And here were about 50 different children who came up with their thought about the same thought. And it's really wonderful to listen to different views of people. So compliments to all the students who participated. Well, in a debate or any competition, there is just one winner. So that's my compliments first to Dubai College. Congratulations. Are you guys here? Will you raise your hand so I know who they are? Okay.
Dubai College, please.
Yeah, wonderful. Well done. But those who did not necessarily win the finals, it doesn't make a difference. I never ever won a final, you know. It's not important. It's more important to participate and end the race. I'll tell you an interesting incident. Long time back, I was participating in a track and field event. I was probably in class 6. I was participating in it. And as I was running, I saw I was 5th, 6th or 7th, I don't remember. And everybody else was ahead of me. And I realized that I'm not going to win this race. So what's the point of finishing it? As I was about to move out of the track, somebody, a senior, came and said, "Why aren't you finishing?" I said, "I'm not winning it." He said, "No, it's important that you finish the race." I think it was a very important lesson. Not everybody is going to win the race, but we need to complete the race. A job started needs to be completed. So my compliments to each and every one of you who's participated in it. I wish I'd been able to hear each of you, but maybe we'll get a recording, hear bits and pieces of what you've said. Next time I would like to be here. Let me just give you a little bit. I was told to tell you a little about Rotary. So it's an amazing organization, you know, 115 years old. So let me compare it with, let's say, Microsoft or Coca-Cola or Apple. You guys will relate more to Apple probably. So imagine Apple का CEO हर साल चेंज हो. एप्पल में 12 लाख लोग काम करें और एक को भी पैसा ना मिले. एप्पल के 35,000 जनरल मैनेजर्स हो और वो हर साल चेंज हो. वो कंपनी कितने दिन चलेगी? Any answer, young guys? The MD changes, all the general managers across the world change, and none of the employees is paid a single penny. How many years do you think the company will run? 2 years? I don't think it will run even for 2 years. This organization has run for 115 years, spread in 200 countries. The president, the MD of the company changes every year. The 35,000 club presidents, there are 35,000 Rotary clubs across the world. They change every year. There are 12 lakh members. All of them are volunteers. And still, we've been working for 115 years and no small goal, mind you. Our goal is, I would say, one of the biggest any organization have thought of. And that is for one of the goals, for example, is polio eradication. Now, polio, when Rotary took the program of eradicating polio, that was 35 years back, 350,000 children died or were afflicted and became crippled because of this disease. This year, the number is less than 150. So if we do a bit of arithmetic, you will understand that more than 5 million children have been saved either from dying or from getting crippled. You know, it's as good as averting the Third World War. That's the number of people whose lives have been saved. And in mankind's history, it's only the second vaccine preventable disease ever to be eradicated. We started, there were 200 countries where this disease was. Today, it is only left in 2 countries. Just last month, whole of Africa region became polio free. Pakistan and Afghanistan. Agar wahan se hat jayega, which should be probably in a year, maximum 2, then we would have eradicated a disease from the earth. Now, what I'm trying to say is, it's not an organization which is just for fun's sake. Imagine this is one goal, and there are so many other things that we do. Where there is no water, we try to go and dig wells there, provide check dams so that parched lands can get water throughout the year for irrigation. If ever you find a child who has a hole in the heart, refer it to any Rotary club and they'll get the operation free of cost done. If you find somebody who's poor and cannot get an eye surgery done, refer it to any Rotary club in India, they will get the free surgery done for them. We run more than 100 hospitals in India. We run about a few hundred schools in India. Many of you are students. If you go to online, if you go to the Diksha platform, Government of India's Diksha platform, which is your online curriculum, you can find there. You will find the content being given by Rotary India Literacy Mission. And this is the 100th year of Rotary in India. And Rotary now takes up programs which help in the process of nation building. This program on e-learning that I'm talking to you about, in a few days' time, the Government of India is going to start 12 channels, Swayam Prabha channels on television, 12 channels for class 1 to 12. Class 3 ka bachcha channel number 3 dekhega and class 8 ka bachcha channel number 8 dekhega. What is going to be shown? The entire day curriculum on channel number 3 will be the curriculum that children for class 3 should be studying. Who's supplying the curriculum? Rotary India Literacy Mission for all of India. To start with Hindi and English, reaching out to about 10 crore children, and very soon to 25 crore children who are in the education system. This is one such program, and let me just tell you one more program, and that is which will relate to you, and you will it will resonate with you, and that is of making India totally literate. India's literacy rate is at 74% only. In 73 years of our independence, our literacy rate has gone to 74%. But Rotary's commitment is that in the next 6 years' time, we will take it to beyond 95%.
Please.
Tough task. How do some volunteers try to do the job of the Government of India? But we have said to the government that 25 crore adult. Vivek, somebody is trying the same trick with me. They're trying to mute me, you know. But I know how to unmute myself.
You're a smarter man than I am.
No, I just learned it from you. So, 27 crore illiterate hai India mein, adult illiterate. We are the world's capital. 33% of the world's illiterate, adult illiterate are in our country. Our population is 135 crores. Uska 20% is exactly 27 crores. 20% of our population is illiterate. Till we teach them, how will we make India literate? On the other hand, India's enrollment rate for children going to school is 97%. हम 100% भी कर देंगे, हर बच्चा स्कूल जा रहा है, लेकिन ये जो बैकलॉग है, ये जब तक नहीं हटेगा, the scourge of being a not totally literate country will not get removed. So Rotary's commitment is in the next 6 years' time, we will make India totally literate. 27 करोड़ लोग हैं, उसमें से 24 करोड़ को पढ़ाने की जरूरत पड़ेगी, 3 करोड़ शायद बहुत ज्यादा एल्डरली हो जाएंगे, नहीं जरूरत पड़ेगी. Half of them is Rotary's responsibility, half we are challenging the government to do. And friends, how will we do it? Can you believe that? So I see Aman Doshi here, Freya Faris here, I see Vedant Bhansali, Adam Libby. You are the people who are going to make India do this. Shana, you will help us do this. Because the model that we have adopted is each one, teach one. 25 crore students in the education system in India have to teach 27 crore adult illiterates. In your summer holidays, find one adult who's illiterate. During that summer, from a student, become a teacher. We've tried this on 1 lakh students and they've loved it. And now we are coming to the volunteers, not just students, but even to volunteers. And we have already gathered resources where we have volunteer force of nearly 1 crore people who are ready to do this. हर एक ने अगर एक बंदे को पढ़ाया तो नेक्स्ट 6 साल में 6 करोड़ को पढ़ा लेंगे. अगर 2 को पढ़ा दिया उन्होंने तो हमारा गोल रीच हो जाएगा. So let me leave this message with you. You know, you are, Shana, fortunate in your life. Aman Doshi, you are fortunate that आप यहाँ पर बैठ के इस डिबेट में पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हैं. Let me tell you a story by which I'll end. So my daughter's name is Chandni. The day Chandni was born, 50 kilometers away, there was a girl who was born. Her name was Gauri. Chandni's life is air conditioned. वो एयर कंडीशन घर में रात को सोती है, सुबह उठती है, उसको एक मेड जाके जगाती है. Then she gets up, she gets a hot water bath. She comes out, a lavish breakfast is ready for her in an air conditioned room. She goes down. At times the bag is carried by the maid. मैं पहले की बात बता रहा हूँ. Now she is herself doing PhD. That's a different thing. So she goes down. She gets into a car which is again air conditioned. School जाती है, which is more like a palace than a school. Turn to Gauri, 50 kilometers away. Gauri gets up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Nobody wakes her up. The shouts of the fight between her father and mother wakes her up. She has to do all the household chores. She has to cook for her family. And then she goes for her school. Her mother is sick. Father is a drunkard. She walks through mud and slush for 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers to reach a place called school, where the black charcoal painted wall is the only blackboard she has ever seen. Rain, sun, she has to sit in the open for the school. बरसात आ गई तो class नहीं. Teacher नहीं आया तो class नहीं. Few hours later, she has to trudge again through that mud and slush and go back to her house. Again, cook for the family because the mother cannot. She has to also fetch the wood because there is no gas cylinder there. She has to cook. Lantern की light में पढ़ना पड़ता है क्योंकि वहाँ electricity नहीं है. नहाती है वो उसी जगह पर जहां उसकी भैंस भी नहाती है, उसी पॉन्ड में जहां से वो पानी भर के लाती है अपने घर में पीने के लिए. And I'm telling you all reality, no fiction, except the name Gauri is the fiction. वो रात को तभी सो पाती है when she is beaten up by her drunkard father. What is the fault of Gauri? Except that she was born at a place and a time which she did not choose. So Shana, it's your responsibility. Go find one Gauri. Hold her hand in life because you are fortunate and she is not. Adam Libby, you do that. Aman Doshi, you do that. Go and find one Gauri. Go and find one Gaurang maybe. So that's the message I want to leave with you. We are fortunate that our hands are like this in life. Half the world is with hands like this. Let's go take the position of the giver. Give your knowledge, give your time, give your resources. That's the only message I can leave from an organization whose motto is service above self. Thank you.
Shekhar ji, thank you very much. That is so inspiring, so inspiring. And I'm sure that all of us will take something very, very meaningful away from this. Thank you once again.
Thank you.
Yes, we'll send you a video of the opening ceremony and the final speeches. If you have the time, look at it. But I would strongly urge you, do look at the final. The debate was on the subject of social media. It was an absolutely brilliant debate. You will be astonished to see school children debate at that level. So I leave that with you. And my last little message to you, sir, is that I sent you a greeting from somebody from the Tatas. I'm not sure if you saw that.
I saw that, and thanks, Tanmay. Thank you very much. I've met Tanmay. I know him very well.
Excellent.
He's the son-in-law of a very, very dear friend of mine from whom he was the district governor just before me. And I've learned a lot from him, very senior to me, Mr. Prabhat Rohadiye, a family friend, in fact. And good to know that, Tanmay, you have supported this event. Thank you very much. And you know, Deepak, something I'm really passionate about is the power of social media today. So I would be very happy to listen to the finals of the debate. Thank you.
Wonderful, sir. Wonderful.